You have worked hard, your HDB is paid off or nearly there. But now you are 55 and people around you start saying, the property market is good, just sell, take the money, simplify your life. But here's what they don't talk about. What happened after that? Deep down you're probably wondering, is this really the smartest way to plan for the next 20, 30 or even 40 years? Will it give you certainty or leads to more stress, more limitation and fewer options down the road? In this video, I'll walk you through 7 reasons why holding on to your HDB after 55 might actually give you more flexibility, more income and more peace of mind. Hi friends, on this channel I simplify complex CPF and property rules into sharp, no-nonsense videos built for real-life decisions. I'm Kenneth, a former police officer with over 16 years of real estate experience. If you're looking for straight answers without confusing or long-winded content, you are in the right place. Now let's dive in, starting with what CPF actually allows you to withdraw at 55. At 55, if you want to withdraw your CPF saving, CPF gives you 3 options. Option 1, if you have met the full retirement sum, you can withdraw anything above that. Option 2, if you haven't, CPF still allows you to withdraw 5,000. By the way, the full retirement sum in 2025 is 213k, and in 2026 is 220,400, and in 2027 is 228,200. And here's the third option most people overlook: property pledging. If you own your HDB or even a private property and plan to keep living in it, CPF allows you to pledge your property. If you have set aside half the full retirement sum known as the basic retirement sum (BRS) in your retirement account, you can withdraw the rest in cash. So yes, you can get CPF cash without selling your home, simply by pledging your property. I've done a full breakdown on how property pledge works, who qualify and how much you can take, and how to check your numbers. You can find that link in the description. Now just a few things to note. If you sell your home in the future, you'll need to refund the pledge amount back to your CPF. That refunds go to your retirement account, and pledging may mean lower CPF life payout later because you left less in your retirement account. So it's not free money, it is a trade-off. More cash now, but less security later. So use it carefully and only if you are clear on the long-term implication. Now, the second reason why you might not want to sell your HDB flat, you can actually sell part of your flat lease back to HDB and still stay in your home. It's called the Lease Buyback Scheme, or LBS. The Lease Buyback Scheme allows seniors aged 65 and above to sell part of their remaining HDB flat lease back to HDB in exchange for a lump sum of cash and CPF top-up while continuing living in their flat. And here's how it works. Sell part of your flat remaining lease to HDB, but keep a minimum of 15 to 30 years of lease depending on age. HDB will pay you a lump sum, some cash and some CPF top-up. The CPF top-up increases your CPF RA saving, ensuring that you get CPF life payout for life. You continue living in your current flat without moving, nothing changes. Well, the key benefit, you get cash without selling your home and continue living in a familiar environment. Lease Buyback has its pros and cons. It may or may not work for you, but it's an option worth understanding before you give up your home. Now, the third reason why you might not want to sell your HDB flat, you can actually turn it into a source of passive income without giving it up. If your children have moved out or you got a spare room sitting empty, renting out just one room could bring in 600 to 900 a month depending on your location and condition of your house. That can add up to 6,000 or even over 10,000 a year without needing to sell your home or touch your CPF. And you still keep your asset, you still live in your home, but now it helps to fund your retirement. It also gives you flexibility. If you don't like having tenants, just don't renew the lease when it ends. Or perhaps family members may need the room in the future. You can have it ready. But once you downsize to a smaller flat, that option disappears. That one room might not seem like much now, but it is your buffer. But once you let go of your home, and that buffer disappears. Now, the fourth reason why you might not want to sell your HDB flat. Selling your home sounds like a good way to cash out until you see how much get eaten up in the process, the selling cost. Now, let's say you sell and buy a smaller place, and here's what most people forget to budget: agent commission, legal fee, stamp duties, renovation costs, new furniture, new appliances, moving services, cleaning, touch-up, etc. etc. Even the modest move can easily rack up to 20 to 40k in expenses. Plus, expensive renovation can go up to more than 60 or even 80k. And sometimes it's not about whether you can move, it is about whether is it worth the price, financially, physically, and emotionally. Which brings us to fifth reason you might not want to sell your HDB flat. Because for some people, selling the home doesn't solve problems. It actually creates new ones, especially when they suddenly receive a large sum of cash. And here's what most people don't realize. Not everyone is ready to handle large sum of money. It is not about greed, it is about habit and emotion. When large lump sums suddenly appear, many people feel like they finally have a breathing room, and that's where the spending starts. I've seen this happen more than once. One of my clients had to sell their 5-room flat due to financial hardship. They downsized to a 3-room and walked away with nearly 300k in cash. 5 years later, they were in hardship again. This time thinking of selling that 3-room flat and downsize again to another older and cheaper 3-room flat. So what happened? They used part of their money to clear the debts, and that's good. But they also spent over 100k on renovation, went on Europe trip, bought the latest PlayStation for the family and more. Then came the layoff, and just like that, the debts came back again. Now there are 3 dangers why when people suddenly have large sum, they tend to spend more. They might not know what to do with the money, so they spend on things that they don't actually need. And that may fuel bad habits, with extra cash, spending become easier, gambling, luxury, or even unwise investment. The temptation grows. People around them may have expectations. Not everyone is out to take advantage. But when others know that you have money, some may start to expect help, even if they are not entitled to. The money didn't fuel them, but their decision did. What should have been a freedom become another financial trap. And that's why it is not just about how much money you get, it is about how you manage it later. Because end of the day, you know yourself best. Now, if you had that kind of money, would you be tempted to spend it? For me, the answer is yes. That's why I don't keep large cash on hand. I park it somewhere else I can't easily touch. A few investments here and there. Some of it I let my wife manage. She's way better at saving than me. Actually, I realized that women generally save better, at least in my house. And when people come and ask to borrow, I can say I really don't have that much on hand. And it's not that I do not want to help, but setting boundaries protects not just your money, it also protects your peace. By the way, do you also feel that women just save better than men, or it's just me? Let me know in the comments. Also, is it true that people start to borrow money the moment they sense that you have got money? Would love to hear your thoughts on that too. Now, the 6th reason why you might not want to sell your HDB flat. A smaller flat means fewer options now and in the future. Now let's be honest, that extra bedroom may look unused today, but it is the same room your grandchild could sleep in when they visit, or your child might need to move back temporarily. You might even want to rent it out in the future for some side income. But once it's gone, it's gone. Hosting people also gets harder. Some families love having visitors over Chinese New Year, Hari Raya, birthday celebration. And hosting a family dinner or renewal becomes stressful. Not because you do not want to, but because the space can't handle. And some even stop hosting altogether. And that slowly affects your social life. And when it comes to storage, many seniors regret throwing things they weren't ready to lose. With limited space, sometimes there's simply no choice. Now, the 7th and final reason why you might not want to sell your HDB flat. You are not just living a home, you are living a community. After 20, 30 or even 40 years, your block, your neighbors, your routine, they are part of your identity. Your neighbor wave when they see you. The kopi auntie downstairs remember your order. You know the shortcut to MRT, the best time to go to the market. Your doctor, the place where you do grocery, your favorite food all nearby. The little things may seem small, but these routines bring calm and perhaps joy. You don't even need to think twice, and that matters more with age. Once you move out, even small things becomes effort. Learning a new bus route, figuring out new food places, building new relationships, while others at your age are settling down. So if your current place still gives you comfort, keep it. Familiarity is a kind of powerful freedom. Now in conclusion, but not everyone sees it that way. Over the years, I've met so many people stuck between fear and pressure. Selling now while the price is high. Don't stay in old flat. The lease is decaying. Right size before it's too late. Now at this age, there's no one size fits all answer. You know your lifestyle, your priority, and your retirement needs better than anyone else. If staying in your current home gives you joy, community, and control, hold on to it. If right sizing fits your future plans better, then do it with intention. This isn't about choosing between right or wrong. It is about taking time to weigh your options properly and make a decision that gives you a peace of mind for the long run. Now, don't let fear or outside opinion decide for you. Own your decision. This video isn't here to tell you to sell or to stay. It's here to remind you still have control if you make your decision with clarity, not pressure. And whatever you choose, I sincerely wish you comfort, clarity and freedom in the years ahead. I'm Kenneth and I'll see you in the next video.